My name is Nico Rosberg, ex-Formula One world champion and now founder of Rosberg Ventures.
Earlier this year, Rosberg announced the creation of a fund of funds, or an investment vehicle that pools capital and deploys it through the offerings of other firms. He's now closed a $100 million raise for this fund, and the goal, he says, is to index the top US venture capital firms. And it's easy to see why. According to financial services company Wealthfront, 95% of the American VC market's realized returns are generated by the top 20 firms.
My path into venture capital started with angel investing, but it's grown into interacting more and more with the actual VC firms and the leading VC firms in the US. And that's been a super exciting discovery for me. I mean, the expertise that they have in picking and finding the right startups is phenomenal. And that's brought me to where I am now in developing and building Rosberg Ventures, which essentially is a fund of fund to begin with. And that's where the majority of my time goes into now. We recently actually hit our biggest milestone so far, which is reaching 100 million in assets under management. It's a big milestone for us, and it's come really quickly, and that's all the more while we're all so excited about what we're thinking that we can build here, and now we're moving on to the next challenge, which is needing to deploy some of that capital, and so it never stops really. You're like constantly moving forward and tackling new challenges, which is what makes it so exciting.
The value Nico Rosberg brings is in this network he's assembled. He's endeared himself to founders, investors, and venture capitalists. Entry into Silicon Valley is highly competitive, and he's used his relationship building to create a path in for his investors. At the same time, this gives firms new liquidity options and new potentially long-term customers. It also gives the startups they're involved with access to resources in the European market, where Rosberg's investors are primarily based. So in the end, everybody ends up being greater than the sum of their parts.
They appreciate the value add that we're delivering, and we are coming to them with a cohort of really strategic German corporates, mid and large cap, and essentially coming with opportunities for their startups to win new customers out of Germany. Yeah? And so we're actually coming with potential revenue, and you know that revenue is what's of most importance to startups that are really trying to break through and gaining great traction. And that's the value proposition that we're building. So building that bridge between the US startups and the German corporates, of course selectively, but it's been working really well.